Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Orchard Park. Set to return is Xavier Gibson.
That's Xavier Gibson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And he'll bring up third down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. 3 plays in and a test. It's third and 2. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's his man. It's Samuel. And he is going to have the Bills first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Allen going to throw again. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Isaiah McDuffie getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Allen working from the pistol. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Allen on third down. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Throwing to begin is Love. Toward the outside, catch made by Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
14 yards. And the Packers first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
In motion, Reed. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
33, yellow, set.
From the gun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he will score. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Big play there for the Bills. It's a gain of 49.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. To the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Bills. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Here's a return from the 7.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Ready. Set.
Well, I'm going to air this out to start. Gets him on the out route. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! More momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Green Bay.
First down now, ball at the 33.
62. 20. Ready. Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Empty backfield now, running back motions out left.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Packers first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go. Ready.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Rolling into enemy territory. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another Packers first down.
Let's go now.
First and goal, Green Bay.
45. White. Smack. Red.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Cut.
Quick throw out wide by Love. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Strong with the return. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Allen setting up play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's looking deep once again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Allen on third down. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen gonna throw again. Going right back to Kincaid. Complete. And they're gonna have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on the opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. To throw again, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. This is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up their opening drive. That gives him a marked distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills start off well to tie things 7-7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. Christian Watson. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take the lead on the first play of the drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
McMahon is there to tack on the point after. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Xavier Gibson now to return.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
All set to go now from the 35. Trying it left side with Cook. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills tie things up at 14. we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Block 40. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. And it's a gain of 12 on that one, and it'll give the Packers the first.
Red. Cycle.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got it first to begin the frame.
Solid red. Ready.
To the air with Love. This is Reed working the right side. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Love now. Throw left side to Watson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 43.
Set. 10 cycle. 33. Yellow. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Set. Ready. 60 ready. Set.
On second down, Jacobs. Rolling into enemy territory. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ready, set.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, hut.
Going to the ground again on first. This is ahead for about 5. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Red. 38. Hut, hut.
Here's Jacobs again on second down. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Down.
First down, Green Bay.
Ready.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Pass cut out right by Golden. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. That's 16 on the pickup. And now they have a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll run Jacobs. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Ready.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready. 50, green. Set, cut.
Jacobs. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1.
6, mega, black ultra, 40, black shot. Ready.
They're going to go. It's Love. Intercepted in the end zone. Terry Johnson has it. And the Bills will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action now with Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Bills have a first down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. Hits his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Alert! What's that?
Again, Allen to the air. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. And not from the pistol to Cook. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Allen setting up to throw. Brought in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Packers 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Ready?
Love with it on first down. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's go.
One final shot before the half. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills take over on his 5th interception of the season. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he's brought down at the line. Working quickly here.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing here, Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Gain 15 there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Drops it off to Cook. He works it down to the 37. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up. Working quickly here.
That's another Bills first down.
Working from the gun. It's Allen. Catch made. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
28. Packers 14. Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good. Packers first
Striker, ready.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
Handoff here to Jacobs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
Down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 16.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Packers first down. A gain of 16 yards.
All just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. 52. Ready.
Once more, it's Love. Finds Jacobs here underneath. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Good. Here we go. Set.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 31 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. McManus on for the extra point. The XP is up and good. And the Packers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. This, our last play of the quarter. Now the shotgun give to Cook. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Bills have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now Allen off the play action. Buying some time right. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of these guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Let's go now. Yeah, 22. 62 drives. Yeah, cycle. Cut.
To the air with Love. Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So that brings up second down.
Down.
They'll empty the backfield. Motion him right. A second down throw here for Love. Complete on a slant to Watson. A lot of space ahead. Christian Watson! And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers now within one score in the fourth. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Packers 27. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Strong with the return.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. It's Allen out of the pistol. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bills have a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Pulled in by his back, Cook. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Allen on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He's back to throw. Got his man. Shakir has it. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Allen now on first down. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. They're going to pass it here. And they got there in time. He's taken down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
That that's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Return starts at the 9. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, it's Love. Connects on the crosser. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. First down throw, here's Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. The Packers take their first time out. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Play action, Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. All set now, 1st and 10. Stick it in the air, Love. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Throwing now. Hits him on the out route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Packers.
So it's the Bills who come away with the win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.